Hello everybody, welcome back to, well, this, our support guide and all around one of the best groups of, well, wonderful healers that I know. So far we have covered Moira, Ana, the placements for the healers, and Zenyatta. So, the next one we're going to be covering is, you guessed it, no you didn't, it was Symmetra. Okay, she is not exactly a healer. She is someone who, well, she attacks, can defend, teleport, and all out deal a ton of damage. So, before we start today off, I want to just give a quick mention to everyone who has been liking and commenting on the videos lately. Thank you so much. You guys just make my day. Okay, well, right now I have the Architect skin on, so you can see it there. I've got to say, these healing guides are getting a little more difficult to film sometimes when I'm doing school and actually living a life, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, YouTube's a thing, I should have uploaded the past 2 days. But I haven't, so I'm sorry guys. Okay, so, here we go. What I'm going to be doing is showing you her moveset and how she works and where to be placed when you're normally her. I don't know if I described it in good detail in the placement video, but hopefully I did, and we'll explain it in great detail here. Okay, Symmetra is, well, she uses hard light, something very advanced and can go at good distance, not too good of distance if you ask me, and can also be something that your team needs sometimes. Okay, so you see this training bot with his beautiful numbers. What you're going to want to do is, normally in fights, set up somewhere. See, look at this. Look how beautiful that sentry is. Give it a second. Okay, those are her sentry turrets. Sentry turrets are one of the biggest parts of Symmetra. See, do you see how fast it's killing these guys? That's insane. Sentry turrets deal, I don't know how much damage exactly. I think it's 30, maybe? They're all really good and useful in their own ways and situations. But remember, at the same time, you're always going to want to place down a shield. Like, say your enemies are attacking you really big, just throw out that shield and make sure your teammates are behind it. I know a lot of people who just disregard it, like, that shield can't do anything, and then they end up dying. So, some of my tips for Symmetra. Normally, in certain places, if you want to earn the car wash trophy, do as I'm doing, only in an actual game. Don't do it here, because you won't get the trophies. You gotta place 6 turrets and allow your enemies to walk into all of them, and then you'll get the car wash trophy. It's a pretty good trophy. I enjoy all her little stickers and whew, oh boy. So, as I mentioned earlier, you can throw out a shield to block damage from enemies. If the little metal thing in the middle hits a wall, it will actually break, as you see there. So make sure you know where you're throwing that and don't just throw it at some random wall. Okay, we've discussed what her abilities are. Now, she has 2 forms of attack. You have the regular one, which is like a laser. Well, it is a laser, I guess. Look at this. So you do have 100 bullets, technically, 100 laser light, I guess. And that's just going to do this to where you take out the enemy as so. But then you also have this little precious, whew. You can hold it as long as you want, and this is L2 for the PlayStation players, and send a ball of hard light at your enemies. It won't one-hit KO most enemies, I don't think, but you do need to send it at a good angle because these things move slow and your enemies could just move. Okay, as you saw, this goes down slowly one by one. This takes down a certain amount, such as 20 right there. The longer you hold it, the more it will, like, do that. And if you shoot, well, you're just shooting miniature balls, guys. Who doesn't love miniature balls flying everywhere? That sounds way worse than I was hoping it would. Okay, here we go. Now, this is her 2 abilities. First, you have the teleport. Now, say I die. Give it a second. My teleporter will be right here to put me back into the fray. Now, this can work very long distances, and make sure to always have this down if you're playing a capture the point and your base is pretty far away. Don't just always randomly put one down somewhere and expect people to use it, because if it's in the random place that everyone knows about and your enemies just attack it, you're not gonna have that there for much longer. Now, to use this up, we have to die 5 more times. Give me a second. You know, I never thought I'd want Symmetra to die like this. How could she? Oh. Also, guys, don't be one of those people and place it on the edge of something and then expect people to walk through it to their demise. Like, that's kind of a crap move, and it's really rude to some people. Like, don't do it in competitive, guys. Come on. I've seen people do this, and our team has lost because a Symmetra will place down a teleporter right on the edge of a building, and straight up we walk out of it and everyone dies, and it's not funny. You're only hurting yourself. Now that I mention it, she does do a lot of cool flips. See, now her teleporter's gone. Now let's let this charge up. Your ult charges pretty fast with these things around. What is this? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh gosh. Okay, our next ability is Shield Generator. This does not give you the teleport bonus, but it does increase your shield, which means in battle, say you're at your own point, don't use the teleporter at your own point when you're playing a capture the checkpoint kind of thing. All you're doing is hurting your team. Use a shield generator instead. This boosts everyone and gives them a small shield enough to withstand some attacks from the enemies. Just don't use it willy-nilly and put it in random places. Also, if needed, take these little turret guys and place it around it and try to defend it more. Don't just leave it willy-nilly out in the open. No one's going to defend that for you. As you see here, we have all our turrets surrounding it, so if an enemy walks by, they'll immediately be killed by all lasers. So that's Symmetra. Some other tips I have to offer are make sure to always keep at least a good distance if your enemies are like big bulky tank guys. You're not really going to win that fight. And make sure to always do as much damage as possible when you can. Like, don't just sit around hoping your teammates are going to deal damage for you. You gotta do that for yourself, guys. Come on. Have a little effort in there. Okay, so that's about it. I really don't play Symmetra that much. I do enjoy playing her character sometimes, but sometimes it just gets repetitive. I really do enjoy her. I just hate when people use her wrong. Like, I know I'm not right in this. I probably missed out on a ton of facts, and I probably can't play her correctly. I may have given some wrong information here or there, but it really sucks when you have someone on your team just messing around with Symmetra. You need to learn her first. This isn't the best guide, and it won't be the first place you need to look, but always make sure you know what you're doing. This character is very strategic in a way. Or anyways, that's what I think, but you know, I'm always wrong. Internet's got me beat. I don't know if headshots do more. Body shot? Headshot. Oh god. Come back! Also, you kind of have to aim with her. I don't know. Okay, there we go. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and the last one of our healers guides will be coming out soon, which is Mercy and Lucio. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.